right, we'll go ahead and call the street meeting to order. Take roll call.
Terry Lamar, Bruce Smith,
Here.
Kenneth Brashears,
Here.
Allie Brown.
All right, so I am not under, or I guess there are no petitions from the audience today, so we'll go to item 3, which is discuss possibly approve the minutes of the May 27th, 2025 meeting.
So moved.
And I'll second. And just for clarification, this comes from Chase's, I believe this is the meeting that comes from Chase's legal opinion that even though not everyone was there, as long as we can rightly affirm that the minutes are accurate,
Correct.
then we can legally approve them. So we'll call for the vote.
Smith,
Yes.
Brashears.
Yes. All right. Number 4, discuss possibly approve the minutes of the July 22nd, 2025 meeting.
So moved.
I'll second.
Sorry, ready?
Yeah, if there's no discussion, call for the vote.
Brashears,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
All right, item 5, street superintendent report, Buddy Glenn.
Well, we finally finished painting all the crosswalks. Everything's pretty well done on them. We've gone through and mowed the drainages one more time. Hopefully this cooler weather or whatever's going through will help slow it down some. We've done some concrete repair over on Ridgeview Court. We've done a few asphalt patches, a couple of mud repairs. Let's see what else we got. Again, mowing right-of-ways. Just everyday stuff. Today we've been back working out there off of 17th in Oklahoma we mowed it here the other day, and we was on there today mowing, or getting all the water grass and stuff, lily pads and stuff off the concrete and opening that up. We had a couple of high spots back here that was holding water, and we dug them out, so hopefully that'll help with some of the water. Other than that, I mean, we get a pothole every now and then, it'd be a call in or something, working on the applications, come down to 4 people. I got one more interview I'll be doing this next week, and then making a commitment right after that one there, so. Other than that, I've got the sweeper, it come in. We had training at one day when they brought it down, and we was going to go ahead and have the guys take turns going out 2 by 2, and everybody with the training try to remember everything. But then I thought, well, we didn't have tag or insurance on it, so I thought we better not take it out and play too much with it. So.
Yeah, please don't.
I'd hate for it to already get put on the injured reserve list with just the first day, but. Just what they had with what little training we was up and down on Taylor Street, but I think it's going to be all right when we get it down. And get the sweeping. It's going to take some time with that, but once we get everything going, and as much as all the stuff we have on the side of the road, sticks and stuff, I'll probably send 2 people. So they're normally just send 1 person, but again, something being new, I'll probably send 2 so everybody can get some training. I can run it for a while, the next one run it for a while, so we can kind of get some training as we're doing the sweeping part. So other than that, I mean, we're busy. We got a lot of things lined up. It's trying to get to them. So.
All right. How long? I assume getting tag and insurance is a pretty quick deal.
Yeah, I was texted a while ago from J&R Equipment. They said that the 10-day tag should be here tomorrow. Okay. So once we get that, then we should be able to proceed with the tag and insurance for it. So.
All right.
Just so you know that, if you don't mind, buddy, and I didn't get up in it, but I went over there, looked at it when it came in. There's a lot to that, a lot of buttons, a lot of ups and downs and hydraulics. The back end tips up, the doors open, this side brush goes down, you got a sprayer here, you got the remote leaf sucker thing on the back. So there's a lot of whistles and bells on this thing that, that's when we talk about training and long-term training on that there's a lot to learn.
Yeah, it's just not going to be, just right off. Once you get to sweeping and stuff, it's pretty well self-sufficient, but again, there's sometimes with the gutter broom head, I mean, you know, you can adjust it however you want to. And we'll probably end up having to get around, if you see an invoice here pretty quick, we're probably gonna order a couple of, belly brooms for it, because it's probably, once we start sweeping, and then, like I said, we're gonna try to go through the whole town before we stop, depending on the rain and stuff like that. But if it's raining, water will come down the gutter, you're just sucking up a bunch of water. So we've tried that before, thought, well, we won't have to run no water. Well, yeah, it picks it up, but then when you empty it, it'll suck. You just got 200 gallons of water that you're pumping or dumping out of the back of it. So, but yeah, it's still gonna take a little bit of doing to get used to it, because there's, like I said, the other one, when we first had it, you know, it took us a little while to everybody get used to it, and then once we did, it was no problem. And this one here's got a few more switches and lights and stuff on it that we have to get used to. And, but I'm sure the guys, everybody's excited about it. So, but like I said, when fall gets here, then we'll have ditches to suck with it. But the good thing about this, and it is a remote control. It's not something where you have to have two people working it. It's just right here at the handle. So if you're going up and down, you need to go down. It's got buttons right here you can push, and goes out and comes back in. So it's good. It's a good safety thing for the back, because the other one, like I said, you're just manually hanging on to it when you're doing that. And if it gets stuck at the bottom, then you're sitting there trying to pull it out, and it will suck a boot off your foot. So I mean, if it's tied.
So what he's saying, about 2045, we need to go ahead and buy another one and get rid of this one? Or?
I'm recommending probably 12 years.
Oh, 12 years. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The good thing about this one here, it's in Oklahoma City, but for the parts, they said they would guarantee them, you know, which again, you know, that's something that, you know, like you can guarantee now, but I'm looking at, you know, maybe 12 years down the road, you might start looking, because you don't want to run into the problem like we run into this one here, you know, where you can't find parts for it. So.
Right.
We'll bring that other one to the council meeting to surplus.
Correct. Yeah. It's next Tuesday.
Yeah.
Have it surplus. Purple Wave, I think, is the name of it. So.
Got anything?
Nope, I'm good.
All right.
All right. Thank you, buddy. Okay, so item 6, discuss possibly recommend council action regarding the Oklahoma Department of Transportation's disposal of surplus right-of-way State Highway 20 NRS 374C, part of city parcels, Lot 3, Block 17A, original town site of Pryor Creek, Mays County, Oklahoma. Get a motion for that?
Yeah, I make a motion.
And I'll second.
So what this is, the corner there on the corner of Elliott and Highway 20, most commonly known as where the guy's selling watermelons right now.
Yeah.
ODOT is looking to surplus that. Sanjit Gudam owns Prime Stop, and he's requested that to be surplused, and ODOT is just wanting to make sure that we don't have any issues with them surplusing that and giving it to him, which I do not. Make sure you guys understand that will become his and not ODOT's.
I have no problem with it.
Primarily the grassy area there is what it's referencing, so, and you've got all the maps in your,
Yeah.
so that's all that is.
Yeah, and just for the public, this is the site that used to be Okie Dokie. Yeah, I mean, what implication would there be of them giving it up versus not?
I think, one more time, I think they're looking to asphalt and redo the surface, that whole drive.
Okay.
They were out there the other day with some companies looking, and so I think with that, it would just make sense if they were to say, hey, I don't know, whatever plans they have for that have not come to the city yet, but I would assume based on visual cues, they're looking to resurface that, and it would be the appropriate time to ask for them to, and that's an ODOT call. They want our blessing on it.
Okay.
And I thought I'd bring it to the street committee since it's
Yep, I'm good
ODOT,
with it.
so.
Yeah, I can definitely see why he wants to get that redone. All right, so I'll entertain a motion to So, let me see here.
We've got the motion, I think.
Yeah, you got the motion. Just need
So
approval.
this is just to send to the council that, we're not approving ODOT's giving it up, or are we doing that?
You guys can approve it or not. Either way, I just have to write a letter to ODOT and say we're good with it. That's all it is.
Well, our motion was for discussion.
The listed motion is to discuss and recommend council action. So
Yep.
you can recommend council approve it, or
Just-
overall, it sounds like I don't know that it really needs to.
It doesn't really, I mean, it's your call. It doesn't need to go to council. If you guys just want to make the motion, say, Mayor, go ahead and sign that you're okay with it, the city's okay with it. It's not our property, it won't be our burden. It's just a heads up. So if you want to make your motion to,
Well, even if we send something up, that could just go on the consent agenda, right?
all it's going to do. So whatever you guys want to do, it's on you.
Well, let's just do this. Let's just entertain a motion to recommend to the city council that we allow the mayor to say that we are, or to,
City's okay with it.
that the city, basically said the city is okay with ODOT relinquishing this right away.
So moved.
And I'll second. I mean, I'll call for the vote.
Smith,
Yes.
Rushiers.
Yes. All right. Item 7, discuss possibly recommend council action to approve an expenditure in the amount of $12,483.87 to White Star Machinery for a soil conditioner attachment to the skid steer to be paid from street capital outlay account 141455411.
So moved.
I'll second.
Question, is this White Star Machinery, is this a state bid?
Correct.
Okay, we're good. All right.
And what is,
Well, it's called a soil conditioner. I thought there would have been some other name, but utilities have one. We looked, they brought it over and demonstrated. One of the things I was wanting to have this for is for our alleys when we go through and we grade our alleys and stuff like this. Sometimes it's hard to get the holes out or the grass out of the middle of it. What this thing here does, it does everything. It's like it's a grinder, I guess you would say. It's got the teeth on it that you can drop down, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches, 5, 6 inches, something like that, but it mills all the material up. They bought theirs, so when they do have yard works that they do, it comes through, and any dirt clods or whatever, it chops everything up and it cuts and levels everything at the same time.
So it makes a good level spots, what it,
Yeah, I mean, instead of trying to have a tractor and a grade all and a backhoe and other things out through there, a lot of our alleys already has enough material in it, it just needs to be reworked, because it's packed tighter than Superman's toenails, so I mean, it's,
Buddy, you're full of them tonight, man.
I guess you said it'd be harder than Superman's toenails.
Yeah.
Harder than Superman's toenails,
Yeah.
suck a boot right off of you.
Yeah.
You're
Well, the funny thing, the boot, we had one on that old sweeper done it.
you are locked and loaded tonight, man.
But I think it's good, and also, I was gonna mention with the mayor, if we ever get the property across the street, we could take that thing and we could level that whole area out there with it. So, I mean, that's another good thing is to do, so you have a piece of property that needs to be leveled, I mean, that's what it's for.
so basically this is gonna speed up a lot of work.
Oh, yeah, oh, yeah. Well, that way there you could send, you could have one person, well, depending, because the best thing to use is right after a rain, because it will help with the dust, but it also loosens that gravel and millings and stuff we have up in there. Because right now, when utilities demonstrated theirs, I mean, you would thought something was on fire, but I mean, that's just the gravel. But, that's the thing about it. I mean, even, we got a little water rig over there that we could run and dump water right in front of it, and then come by and do whatever work that we need to be done in it. But the alleys would be, I think we'd get them done a lot faster. Because right now you're having to, even with the backhoe or skid steer or the grade all that we have on there, you're having to hit them several times. And this here, you can just make a down pass and a pass down there and back, and then be done with it. So you're not.
Okay. And, just to ask, I assume this has all been worked through the budget that's supposed to be coming our way here at some point soon.
Yep.
All right, so,
I'm good with it.
all right, so I'll entertain a motion that we recommend to the city council that we approve the purchase of the soil conditioner attachment from White Star Machinery for $12,438.87.
So moved.
And I'll second. Call for the vote.
Rushiers?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
All right. Item 8, discuss, possibly recommend council action to accept a quote in the amount of $19,859.96 from Suburban Chevrolet for an engine for the 2008 Chevy Silverado 3500 to be paid from street capital outlay 141455411. One other quote was received from Pryor Chevy Buick GMC in the amount of $20,583.38.
So moved.
Second. All right, so was this where the amended thing was? Because I think I read
Yeah.
that was like 12,000 or 13,000.
Yeah, the first number was 12,000
Yeah.
when I first posted this. I'm sorry.
You know, for my
That's
part, I always like to bid when we can bid. But this situation, Buddy checked all over the country and there's only 2 places that replace motors. And the same 2 places are Chevrolet, the same guy owns both of them, so kind of narrows it all down, I think.
Well, I think there is a guy in Utah that we could send the truck.
Oh, yeah, let's go to Utah.
Well, I mean, there wasn't any place over at Tulsa that we didn't go over there, but we checked with Big Cabin. We went to Veneta, and Mike's Tires down here. They just said they just don't deal with it. Jeremy at our J&L service down here, he does. I mean, he works on them, but for us to replace them, these were the only 2 that said that they do. And one, like I said, one's local here and one's over at Claremore. So I mean, I don't know if that'd make a difference. I mean, I don't know what the.
From my opinion, for $700 difference, it'd be just for convenience to use Pryor. Like I said, I think the same company owns both places, so I don't think you're gonna hear anything out of one way or the other.
Well, the only other thing is we're going to have it towed over to Claremore.
Yeah.
Right now, it's already out here. That's where.
Yeah, I mean, I have some experience with both shops. I haven't run a vehicle before for somebody. I mean, they're both, the problem is they're both small compared to some of the bigger ones I mean, how much is it gonna cost? I mean, is there any reason we would use one over the other as far as quality goes?
Yeah. The only claim, I mean, this would be local. So I mean, if something ever happened, warranty work here, and not having to go over to Claremore, it's going to be about $400 to have it towed over there. So.
Yeah, for the $700 difference, I think it's convenience enough to use Pryor one.
Yeah. Just to ask, because I ran into this before, there were things that I've had it was a Chevy vehicle that needed stuff done. They couldn't do it here, then they couldn't do it even at Suburban. And I think I ended up having to take it to Jim Norton or somewhere over in Tulsa. We don't have any concern that.
No, when we went out and talked to them, they said, you know, there's things that they would be using off the old motor.
Right.
But the biggest cost of that is because it is a diesel motor.
Yeah, of course.
But I mean, anything that we can use off of that one, I mean, assuming everything else is good on it. I mean, Michael, our mechanic that we have down through there, I mean, he's pretty well up for us keeping anything going out, being able to replace and stuff. But this is just something that we just don't have the manpower or the experience, I guess, say to do that with. But
And the only other question I have, and I just thought of this as we started all this, but I assume the transmission, rear end, any other major expenditure on this truck, I would assume is still in good enough shape that it would warrant just go ahead and replacing the engine versus what's the cost of I mean, I would expect the cost of a new one to run in the realm of 60 to 90 grand. If
yeah,
anything happens.
somewhere around in there. But yeah, no, for us, the transmissions in it, that was the years they had those Allison transmissions that when we got those.
Okay.
You know, as far as we know, I mean, it's still great shape. The rear end, I mean, it doesn't make any noise or nothing. It's just this one here is just whatever, because we've got another one there. It's just basically almost exact same, and I mean, it's still, everything's good. So I don't know what happened with this in here, but it's just, it just lost oil pressure.
I would have no problem, if you want to send it to council and get everybody's opinion on it. And I'd have no problem with recommending using the Chevy, just whatever you think we ought to do.
Well, based on all this info, I mean, it would cost us there's roughly a $700 difference. Then we're gonna pay $400 to have it towed all the way over there. Then we're gonna have to send people over there to go grab it and bring it back. And I mean, we'd get the sales tax off of.
Yeah, like you said, we don't plan on that.
Yeah, so I think it would probably be more beneficial probably to use Pryor Chevy, especially since we already have a history with them with a lot of our other cars. So I guess I'll entertain a motion that we recommend to the city council that we accept the quote from Pryor Chevy Buick GMC in the amount of $20,583.38.
Yeah, I'll make that motion.
And I'll second.
Okay, ready?
Yep, you can call for the vote when you're ready.
Smith?
Yes,
Rushiers?
Yes. All right, item 9, update and discussion regarding South Elliott Street drainage project.
We have the documents right here. I just got them handed to me today, so they're now signed with J&S Construction, so we'll get those out, and hopefully that'll get the ball moving now that those documents are signed, so. Asked Dale if there were anything major to send me, and let me know, and he has not, so that's the step. So that should be rocking and rolling here anytime.
Okay. You have any questions on that?
nope, I'm good.
So when's the approximate date when all that's gonna start? That we're looking at?
Usually it's pretty quick. We get these to them, and then we'll have our pre-con meeting, and then we'll get on it. Contractor will commence said work within 10 days from the date of the notice to proceed. That notice to proceed will come in the packet, so.
All right. And of course, the notice to the public that that area for a short amount of time that gets very highly congested is going to be so.
So
With workers and equipment, and especially since we recently had a little bit of an incident around the school. That has nothing to do with this, but
not even close. We'll be fine. We'll make all notices. There'll be signage, traffic control plans will be in place. Most of this is not gonna be heavy equipment. I mean, what did you say, buddy? Probably a backhoe, I think is what they ask for. A little bit of, we're basically digging up a ditch and putting pipe in it and then covering it back up. The very abbreviated version of that. So there's not gonna be traffic closures for anything major.
Okay.
So,
all right. I don't have any unforeseeable business.
Number 10.
Well, that was discussion regarding the drainage easement. No, you're right. Number 10. We're going to go to number 10. I apologize. All right, item 10, discussion regarding the drainage easement on the Taylor property located south of 17th Street and east of Oklahoma Street.
So moved.
Second.
I have acquired the information that the city attorney, mayor wanted on the address of the owners. I've given it to the mayor, and he will get it to the city attorney and get the papers
this afternoon,
done.
just got it. So
So,
Chase gets back from vacation, we'll move on that, so.
He goes on vacation?
He is on, yeah. That's it.
All right. Well, there's nothing else on that. I don't have any unforeseeable business. If no one else does, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
so moved.
And I'll second. You can call for the vote when you're ready.
Rushiers?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
All right, we are adjourned.
See how much